Check us out today.
Peace of mind comes from knowing that your family is safe and financially secure. For your peace of mind and theirs, plan ahead. Beacon's Rest Easy policy helps you to do just that. Rest Easy is a policy that offers you a payment upon your death or the death of any covered family member that can be used to offset post-mortem expenses. For as little as 75 cents per day, you can ensure that your expenses are covered. Call Beacon at 440-4447 and sign up for the Rest Easy plan today.
Do you think you can cook? Register now for the second annual MTV Maggie Independence Cook and Win competition. For registration details, contact 440-8171.
It's Friday, the 7th of January, and you're watching the evening edition of news right here on MTV. Coming up this evening, teachers to return to school from Monday, with safety being their watchword. A St. Andrew man charged for stealing from the General Hospital. Remedial work being executed on the Grenfell Magistrates Court. And in sport, Desmond Haynes appointed lead selector for Cricket West Indies until the year 2024. We'll have details to those and other stories right along with the public broadcast information, all after the break. Stay with us.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now, it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. The executive of the Grenada Union of Teachers, or GUT, has confirmed that members will be showing up to work on Monday. As has been required by the Ministry of Education, schools are set to be fully open. However, they will be exercising full caution as their safety, along with the students' safety, is of paramount importance. Danella Holston begins this evening's news coverage with that story.
The Grenada Union of Teachers, GUT, says its members are more than ready and willing to return to the classrooms. But with the number of COVID cases rising exponentially daily, they believe the timing is wrong. President of the GUT, Jude Bartholomew, says the thousands of students represent thousands of households and families, and if they were to become infected, what will happen?
Take into consideration as a nation, as a society, that with thousands of children in Grenada, you have children almost representing every home. So if children and teachers were to come down with COVID, what do you think will happen? The children will be going on a fast basis and bring that at home to the parents. And also, even if your parents and there are persons, there are grandpa, mommy, you have aunts, you have uncles, you have persons at home with underlying conditions.
Following data collected by the Grenada Union of Teachers in recent days on the number of teachers and students currently in schools and who have been affected in one way or another by the current COVID wave, the GUT is worried about government's decision to fully reopen school. According to Kenny James, executive officer of the GUT, the data collected for the first week of school indicates that the attendance numbers have been decreasing.
One school, 119 students reported on Monday. By yesterday, they were down to 87. Talking students. Another school started with 45. Yesterday, they were down to 11.
Whether or not this signals an outbreak in schools, James says the GUT is not in a position to say this, but they expect the authorities will be doing their follow-ups. As it stands now, the GUT and its members have committed to report to work on Monday for the full reopening of school. But according to James, parents also have a responsibility to do what is in the best interest of their child.
But you as a parent would need to make a determination as to what you are going to do with your child. Are you willing at this point to sacrifice the child that you love? You want to go to work, when they get home with it and you get it, you have to stay home. You would not work.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
This afternoon, a release from the Government Information Service stated that the Ministry of Health and the Cabinet of Grenada continue to monitor developments in relation to the emergence of the new COVID-19 variant Omicron to effectively guide the reopening of schools for the Hillary term. The Ministry of Education says on the direction of the Ministry of Health and the Cabinet that schools will operate adhering to the 6-foot physical distancing policy. Where a school is unable to accommodate all students using the 6-foot distancing, the Ministry of Education has provided guidance to principals for online arrangements. The Ministry of Health and Social Security have also provided updated guidelines to the Ministry of Education for use in schools, and it's confirmed that these were shared with principals this week. The release further stated that the Ministry of Education also met with principals to further discuss the guidelines and protocols in the management of schools during COVID-19. Parents are also advised not to send their children to school if they exhibit flu-like symptoms. The Ministry of Health, meanwhile, is encouraging teachers and all students over the age of 12 to get vaccinated to help in the fight against the COVID-19 virus and to protect themselves as we stem the learning loss. The Ministry of Education says a further update will also be done on Friday, the 14th of January. The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, meanwhile, continues to endorse the school feeding program, indicating that it will be of benefit to the students with the resumption of school on Monday. In an earlier report, Chief Education Officer at the Ministry of Education, Angela Findlay, said by all indications the program is prepared to provide daily meals to the students. Lydia Brown, as Executive Secretary of the GFNC, said based on their observations that the school feeding program is critical toward ensuring that students are adequately fed.
During the pandemic, we know that there are some students who greatly miss that meal that they would have gotten normally if they were at school on a daily basis. I think being out in the field, the officers being out in the field would have recognized the need and the benefit of the school feeding program for many of the children throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Ms. Brown says the meals are available to students. However, one of their concerns is students' access to finances, resulting in the purchasing of snacks and other items rather than participating in the program itself and benefiting as a result.
Now, the school feeding program provides the children with a hot meal. It structures in a way right now that just about any child can participate. So if parents don't have time to prepare meals for their kids, they can allow them to participate in the school feeding program. The meals are nutritious and they're safe. So it's important for us to utilize it as much as possible and to make sure that our children get at least that one hot, nutritious meal per day. It's also important, let me just mention that parents control the amount of funds that they put into their children's hands, so that a lot of times what's happening, and we hear this even from principals, that the children buy so much at break time that when the school feeding program puts out the meal, a lot of the food will end up going to waste because the children are filled. So try and give your child something small to take to school with them for their break time so that they have an appetite to consume that nutritious meal that is provided to them by the school.
In other news this evening, a 36-year-old man charged with 13 counts of stealing, including charges for stealing from the General Hospital, faced a magistrate's court on Friday and was remanded to Her Majesty's Prison. Let's get more in this report.
La Poterie resident Twain Williams was charged by the Criminal Investigations Department both in Grenville and St. George with 13 counts of stealing. 6 of those charges were committed within the parish of St. Andrew and 7 within St. George. Officer in charge of the Community Relations Department, Assistant Superintendent of Police Desmond Richard, explained that 2 of the charges stem from an incident when Williams allegedly stole while he was a patient at the General Hospital.
He would have left some time ago, he would have left the hospital unknown to the nurses and security and commit those break-ins. He's brought to court today and he pleaded guilty to all the charges that occurred in the St. George's area. He has to go back to Grenville Magistrate Court to answer to the charges that occurred in St. Andrews. He's awaiting the prosecution objected to bail, and that is where we are now. He's awaiting that particular process.
ASP Richard says Williams can receive up to 15 years in prison.
The stealing offences range up to 15 years, given the fact that he has 13 counts that he's answering for. As I said before, housebreaking and stealing from a dwelling house. The magistrate will take all this into consideration, take also the circumstances to which how it occurred and the items stolen as well. And she will decide on what, among the sentencing to give him.
ASP Richard encourages citizens to secure their homes properly and pay attention to their surroundings.
Safety is paramount, that they remember to secure their homes well. We have gotten into a stage now where thieves have become wiser and smarter. So the better security, the best way we can secure our homes is better. It might cost us a bit, but where we can have cameras set up, fencing, double locks on our doors, ensure that it is properly locked and secured when we leave in the house, our houses and businesses as well. And all we can do to ensure that our place is properly secured to resist thieves from breaking and entering.
Williams was remanded at Her Majesty's Prison until January 13, 2022, awaiting sentencing. He will also appear at the Grenville Magistrate Court on January 17, 2022, to plea to the remaining 6 charges. Kishon Thomas, MTV News.
Work is being done on the Grenville Magistrates Court to alleviate some of the discomfort that magistrates and others using the court facilities have been faced with. Among the issues remedied on the building is a leaking roof. Contractor Neville Matthews said the more than $11,000 project had to be stretched for another week because of additional work that was discovered after the start of the project, which needed immediate attention. The rehabilitation of the Grenville Court began on New Year's Day, and it's expected to be completed by mid-January.
Okay, the scope of work is that we're doing roof repairs, complete roof. Then we're doing painting, we're doing general plumbing, flooring, we're doing magistrate office, electrical, and AC unit. The problem here was the magistrate cannot work comfortably because they have leaks from the roof. It couldn't function. And we got the water with the rain and the leaks, sometimes you get shocked inside the electrical problem. So we solved all this problem. Yeah, some rotten flooring was there, 1x6 was rotten. We removed it and replaced new ones.
14 people, inclusive of tradesmen and helpers, are currently employed in executing the work on that building. The Spice Mars Corporation is gearing toward hosting a stakeholder retreat over the weekend that will facilitate discussions and consultation on the way forward for Grenada's main cultural event that was severely impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. We hear more on this from Troy Gill.
The board of the Spice Mars Corporation, led by former Culture Minister Ali Gill, will be hosting its first major consultative activity at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium on Saturday. The event will be held under the theme Carnival in the Pandemic and Beyond, and will include the sharing of experiences from regional culture policymakers and former contributors to the Carnival product. CEO of the Spice Mars Corporation is Kelvin Jacob.
Well, the retreat basically is to do some strategic planning for Spice Mars. We would also look at holding Spice Mars in the pandemic, the possibility of holding Spice Mars in the pandemic, and also coming up with plans and strategies to build our brand after the pandemic. We will be looking at the product itself, and we will also be looking at best practices for holding a carnival in the pandemic. Hence, we are having the expertise of the chairperson from the St. Kitts Carnival Committee. They held 2 carnivals during the pandemic, and as we know, they just finished their Sugar Mass in St. Kitts. So we are going to be having her as our feature speaker.
He says one of the key objectives of the retreat is to look at ways to develop the product, and also alluded to the possibility of hosting the event this year.
That's a great possibility. It's a great possibility, but it hinges on a lot of things. It hinges, first of all, on safety. It hinges on the status of COVID in 2022. But the retreat by itself is not just to plan Carnival in 2022. It's to look at Spice Mars overall and the product that Spice Mars produces. So we are basically looking at improvement, but we are also going to be looking at the possibility of having some form of Carnival in 2022.
The retreat will include the participation of stakeholder representatives from all sectors involved in Spice Mars, Jacob says.
So we have all the key stakeholders of Spice Mars, Mass, Pan, Calypso. We also have our event providers, sound engineers, event coordinators. We have promoters. We have industry professionals in terms of theater arts. We are also having our corporate sponsors.
The retreat will include remarks from Minister of Culture, Yolan Bain-Hosford, and a presentation by Dr. Mayana Charles on the present COVID-19 situation on the island. For MTV News, I am Troy Gill.
MTV News Friday, and before the break, a short note for you. Nutmeg farmers, please be advised that no purchasing of nutmeg is scheduled for the week of the 10th of January. Farmers will instead be notified by Friday the 14th of January of the next buying schedule. So again for you, this is a note to nutmeg farmers to be advised that no purchasing of nutmeg is scheduled for the week of the 10th of January. Instead, farmers are to be notified by Friday the 14th of January of the next buying schedule. And this has been the first segment of news here on MTV. We have more coming up for you right after the break.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now, it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more from 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Sweet tips for people living with diabetes this holiday season. Add spices like cinnamon or ginger to enhance the flavor of sorrel. It doesn't have to be extra sweet. Have a limited amount of cake or ice cream as part of your meal. For example, if your meal has 3 grains of green banana, replace 1 grain of banana with a small slice of cake. Don't skip meals and keep your portion sizes in mind. Flavor desserts with local spices and natural sugar-free sweeteners. Enjoy the natural sugars in fruits when making punches or drinks instead of using condensed milk or sugar. You don't have to be perfect at every meal. Just be cautious of your choices. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council.
I wish! Don't just wish! Wish upon a star this Christmas in the Star Malt's Christmas promotion. It's back! And this time you have a chance to win a grand prize of $5,000 cash. Win up to $20,000 in cash and prizes throughout December, just in time for Christmas. Merry Christmas! So, to have your chance, purchase your Star Malt with the red crown. Place 4 red crowns in an envelope, include your name, address, and telephone number, and drop in marked entry boxes island-wide. But you must be drinking Star Malt to win. Easy, right? To know if you're a lucky winner, see our Facebook page or tune into your favorite radio station. So enter the Star Malls Wish Upon a Star promotion and win. Prizes are redeemable from the Carib Brewery Grenada Limited main office. Terms and conditions apply.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the Communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the Communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with joy.
Welcome back. One official from the Central Statistical Office, in providing an update on the census, says that the reference date has been set for mid-January. However, although they have made significant progress given the exponential rise in COVID-19 cases, that they may still have to revert to other temporary measures to collect the necessary information. But we have more on this from Troy Gill.
Director of Statistics at the National Statistical Office, Halem Brizan, in providing an update on the National Population and Housing Census, said they are currently facilitating training for additional staff, especially for the sister aisle, to assist in the collection of data out in the field. Speaking to MTV News on Friday, Brizan said the process was a bit slow in the beginning due to limited staffing. However, he anticipates that things will pick up as recruitment and training continue.
We have started, but we were off to a slow start, so things are picking up now. We started not with the full complement of field staff, so the start is sort of staggered, but I can say that we have field officers in all parishes except Carriacou and Petit Martinique, and we will be assigning persons very soon to that parish, right? We have been in the process of recruiting additional persons so that we can have our full complement of field staff. In fact, that is one of the reasons why we are off to a slow start, because we did not have the full complement of field staff.
Once the training has been completed, Brizan says officers will be deployed into the field no later than January 15th.
The prospective enumerators, supervisors have gone through most of the training process. There is another one that will be held next week for prospective supervisors, right? But the supervisors must have gone through that initial training before they can qualify for that other training. So immediately after that, we would do our final selection as to the team that will be going out, and we hope to send out this team by sometime during the week, January the 17th.
He also announced the new census reference date.
Now, January the 17th is our new census reference date, right, where all information collected will be referenced. So we hope to send out that new cohort of persons at that time. But so far, we are making some steady progress. In some persons are almost completed their assigned quota of work. So that is a reasonably good sign.
According to Brizan, given the new dynamic created by the pandemic, they thought it necessary to set an early reference date and have been engaging in early enumeration since the official start of the census on November 10th. For MTV News, I am Troy Gill.
Preparations are being made for the 2022 series of National Youth Parliament, which is expected to begin on Thursday, the 13th of January. Last time draws nearer, participants are engaged in online training sessions. Some of the former participants say that they are looking forward to the upcoming debate, as we hear in this report from Danella Hostin.
Preparations are being put in place for the official commencement of the 2022 series of National Youth Parliament on January 13th. Following this will be the sitting of the Upper House on January 20th. National Youth Parliament gives youths the opportunity to engage in discussions on the national issues. This platform is provided by the Division of Youth Development. According to Kellon Natu, a former youth parliamentarian, he has been practicing and trying to build his levels of confidence.
I have been practicing, and my facilitator as well has helped me to develop. So all of that contributed and built my confidence. So now I can confidently say that I'm ready for the next sitting. We are debating a bill, an act that will be presented in Parliament as a new bill, which is a land possessory titles bill. And we will be debating that bill and scrutinizing it to determine its flaws, its strengths, and see how we can improve it.
Sharika Paul, another national youth parliamentarian, said she too is looking forward to this year's debate.
I would say I'm quite anxious. I'm looking forward to the debate. Based on the topic, the discussion would be as it relates to the possessory titles bill. So I'm quite sure all the parliamentarians are ready so we can make recommendations, make adjustments.
Also sharing similar sentiments was Tamara Wilkinson, who will be debating the topic childcare and protection.
I am very much prepared and ready for the upcoming Youth Parliament. I will be debating the topic childcare and protection, and this topic is very passionate for me. So I am looking forward to deliver my speech to the best of my ability.
Deslin Williams, project officer for the Youth Parliament, says following the sit-ins in March, a new batch of youth parliamentarians will be recruited. She explained the selection process.
Selected as a national parliamentarian, they were given the opportunity to be part of 3 national sit-ins where they can gain more knowledge about the parliamentary procedures. Following this, the youth officers will be out in the different constituencies, mobilizing for interested persons to be part of the parish level. We will also be making an appeal via social media for interested persons for the parish level.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella.
The St. Patrick Youth Organization, through their Caring Hands initiative, is doing its part to help people within the parish of St. Patrick. This year, the organization targeted homeless and less fortunate people and provided them with lunches. MTV spoke to Vice President of the St. Patrick Youth Organization, Karina Noel, about the initiative and plans in going forward.
Through collaborative efforts with the Ministry of Youth, the St. Patrick Youth Organization, SPIO, embarked on an initiative to spread the Christmas cheer to homeless and less fortunate people within the parish of St. Patrick. MTV spoke to Karina Noel, vice president of the organization, who explained that this activity was part of their Caring Hands initiative, which is designed to positively impact the people in and around St. Patrick.
Last year, 2021, we came up with an initiative called the Caring Hands, which consists of activities in which the group embarks on various service projects designed to positively affect the community and people within St. Patrick, and by extension, perhaps other areas like St. Andrew. Under this initiative, the organization implemented an activity for Christmas called SPIO's Christmas Chairs, and our aim was to target the homeless and less fortunate people within the parish of St. Patrick and to provide these individuals with pre-Christmas lunches.
Approximately 40 people from 10 communities were provided with lunches. She noted that they specifically targeted the homeless and less fortunate through a list provided by the Ministry of Youth.
We compiled a list. The Ministry of Youth worked along with us to target people that seemed fit to receive the lunches. We went to 10 villages in St. Patrick, and when we went to these people, we gave them these lunches, and they were very happy. We brought some joy to them, and we were very happy to do so.
For 2022, Noel says the organization will continue to do its part to help bring smiles and some level of joy to the people of St. Patrick.
This year, we plan to continue this initiative in which we would give food hampers to the needy, and we also plan for 2022 to have competitions among the different schools in St. Patrick, because we're in COVID at times, and we want to bring some joy in some sort of way to the students and so forth. Last 2020, we also distributed food hampers to people in St. Patrick and in St. Andrew.
She expressed thanks to the sponsors, including Sparkle's Fruity Delight and Senator Victor Phillip. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
That's the second segment of news. Your weekly entertainment feature is next.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this game. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Now you love Super 6
even more.
With more money to the jackpot galore.
Play more, win more.
Have more fun. With more jackpot, Super 6 is my number one. With the new and improved Super 6 game.
The jackpot keep growing and growing and growing.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. Super 6, bigger jackpots, more chances to win.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do three things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Tired of car troubles, high upkeep charges, and unprofessional work? Well, I know a place that can meet all your vehicle needs. 1D's Tire Shop, located on the Maurice Bishop Highway, provides tire change, car wash, vehicle balancing, brake and oil change, inspection services, and tire pressure gauge instant reading. They also stock brand new and English used tires, Ovation brands, ranging from as low as $150, as well as great deals to suit your budget. They deliver the total car care and quality service to customers. Contact them on 458-1614 or 406-3355. They're open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, including weekends. Stop in with your car troubles and leave with your car superbly maintained. One D's Tire Shop. Excellent service while beating any prices.
MTV's Total Local is brought to you in association with Cara Brewery.
Welcome back. Team Grenada continues preparations to represent on the international stage. The 12-member delegation is scheduled to depart for the Dubai Expo 2020 on Monday, the 10th of January. This week's Total Local therefore brings you a snippet of what the team will be showcasing during their stint at the event.
Preparations are being made to showcase Grenada and its arts and traditions at Dubai Expo 2020. A 12-member delegation is scheduled to leave the island on Monday, January 10th for Dubai, and according to Chief Cultural Officer Thomas Matthew, there is a lot to be displayed in the coming days, particularly surrounding the performing arts.
Well, we are hoping to present a number of featured cultural landmarks, especially as it relates to the performing arts. There will be about 5 main performances for Grenada, and we've so subsectioned on various days. There is a national day where we have speeches and represent delegates, official delegates will be participating in that. So I'm not sure who will speak, but we have a small performance to give them a feel of Grenada. That would be about 5-10 minutes. And then on another day, there's a parade where they feature the country. So we have costumes like ballet, shotney, and some other paraphernalia, along with our national flags. And that parade is about on a route of about 2.5 miles. So right around the entire, almost the entire main performing area or the expo area, that parade will take place.
He explained that there will be various stages at the expo where there will be short performances.
We've organized to there are various stages at the expo, which are central locations where people gather quite a bit. And we have performances, 20-minute performances, half-an-hour performances that we've packaged together. We have one that is our main performance, is about 20 minutes. It gives you a feel of a number of things: music, dance, poetry.
He says various packages have been organized to showcase featured artists Dash and Tamara St. Bernard.
Our 2 main lead singers, which would be Dash and Tamara St. Bernard. They are backed by our band itself. And then we'd have a group of dancers who would perform things like ballet and give you an illustration of some of our traditional dances. And then we have other performances on other days that we feature artists. So we feature one performance, we feature Tamara and her suite of songs, Grenada-based, and her own compositions, along with Dash. As we all know, Dash has mainly local compositions. So.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
MTV News Friday, and we have news from around the region coming up right after the break.
MTV's Total Local was brought to you in association with Carib Brewery. The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
January 1947 saw the dawn of a new day, the birth of the Grenada Civil Service Credit Union, later renamed the Grenada Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and more recently, Arizo. Arizo is extremely proud to be celebrating this significant milestone. But this would not have been possible without you. And this is why we are inviting you to celebrate with us as we celebrate 75 years of transforming lives. Stay tuned to our social media platforms and our local media houses to learn more of the activities and events that we have in store for you. As we celebrate this journey, we thank all our stalwarts for their valued contributions in bringing us to where we are today. We look forward to serving you for many more years. Let's celebrate 75 years of transforming lives.
Welcome back. Let's now join Clifton James, who has this evening's regional roundup.
Good evening with tonight's MTV Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James. 2 Haitian journalists have been shot and then burnt alive on the outskirts of the capital, Port-au-Prince, according to one of their employers. Wilgrins Louis Saint and Amity John Wesley had travelled to an area where rival gangs are fighting for control. Mr. Wesley's employer, Écoute FM, said in a statement he was savagely killed while reporting on the area. The statement posted to Facebook suggests one of the gangs was behind the deaths. CNN reports a security source confirmed the men had been burnt alive, while another unnamed source told Reuters news agency a third journalist managed to escape. In Guyana, a mother and child were killed when the house collapsed while they were attending to their pets. Their bodies were pulled out from beneath the rubble, but they were pronounced dead on arrival at the hospital. More from Guyana News Source.
A 35-year-old woman and her 6-year-old daughter lost their lives after their small wooden house collapsed, pinning them under the rubble. The incident took place in Lower Bonasika Creek in Essequibo. The dead woman has been identified as Simati Chandra, who worked as a farmer in the area. Her daughter's name has been given as Christine Suktio. A police report said the mother and daughter were under the house feeding their puppies when the entire building collapsed on them. The woman's husband said he was at a nearby farm clearing land when he received the news that his house had collapsed. The man said when he rushed back to the home he found his wife and daughter pinned under the house. With the help of other villagers, the 2 bodies were pulled from under the house and transported by boat to Parika, then to the Lenora Hospital, where doctors pronounced both mother and daughter dead on arrival.
Sidney Poitier, the first black man to win a Best Actor Oscar, has died at 94. The Hollywood star's death was confirmed to the BBC by the office of Fred Mitchell, the Bahamas' Minister of Foreign Affairs. Poitier was a trailblazing actor and a respected humanitarian and diplomat. He won the award for Best Actor for Lilies of the Field in 1963. Born in Miami, he grew up both in the United States and the Bahamas and became a star of the stage and screen. Clifton James, MTV Regional Roundup.
This is the MTV Evening News. We'll be right back with you right after the break.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
January 1947 saw the dawn of a new day, the birth of the Grenada Civil Service Credit Union, later renamed the Grenada Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and more recently, Ariza. Ariza is extremely proud to be celebrating this significant milestone. But this would not have been possible without you. And this is why we are inviting you to celebrate with us as we celebrate 75 years of transforming lives. Stay tuned to our social media platforms and our local media houses to learn more of the activities and events that we have in store for you. As we celebrate this journey, we thank all our stalwarts for their valued contributions in bringing us to where we are today. We look forward to serving you for many more years. Let's celebrate 75 years of transforming lives.
You're watching the MTV Evening News. Sporting highlights are up next.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Dear customer, please help us limit the potential impact of COVID-19. If you have cold, flu, or COVID-19 symptoms, please postpone your visit to Grenlec. We recommend using online banking to make payments, available through Co-op Bank, Republic Bank, and FCIB. You can also use check drop boxes at each of our locations. For bill balances and other information, call 237. For additional support, email customersupport@grenlec.com.
Tired of car troubles, high upkeep charges, and unprofessional work? Well, I know a place that can meet all your vehicle needs. 1D's Tire Shop, located on the Maurice Bishop Highway, provides tire change, car wash, vehicle balancing, brake and oil change, inspection services, and tire pressure gauge instant reading. They also stock brand new and English used tires, Ovation brand, ranging from as low as $150, as well as great deals to suit your budget. They deliver the total car care and quality service to customers. Contact them on 458-1614 or 406-3355. They're open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, including weekends. Stop in with your car troubles and leave with your car superbly maintained. 1D's Tire Shop. Excellent service while beating any prices.
Holy natural spring water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy natural spring water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy natural spring water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
Desmond Haynes appointed lead selector for Cricket West Indies until the year 2024. That and other highlights coming up for you in this evening's sport.
Man. My name is Hollis Map. I perform around the world. And when I travel, I book with CaribJet.
Call CaribJet now. 100% Grenadian, operating 10 years plus.
Telephone number 439-4444 in Grenada or click caribjet.com. CaribJet, True Blue St. George's. The number one for travel.
The best option is drinking little or no alcohol this holiday season. Here are some tips to limit your alcohol consumption. Mix your own drinks so you can monitor how much you are drinking. The recommendation is no more than 1 drink a day for women and 2 for men. Avoid drinking on an empty stomach. Alternate alcoholic drinks with non-alcoholic ones. Drink slowly and stick with drinks that have lower alcohol content. The best option is drinking little or no alcohol this holiday season. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council.
Special evening now to you sporting fans. It's time for this evening's highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. Looking ahead to the World Cup, which officially begins on January 14th, Shukri Conrad, the head coach of the South African under-19 cricket squad, said there are heaps of talent in that West Indies side, and he believes the Caribbean side is going to give a good show in the upcoming tournament. Conrad spoke following the conclusion of the 4th Youth One Day International at the Arnos Vale Cricket Ground on Monday, where the West Indies under-19 cricket team had drawn the 4-match Youth One Day International series against the South Africa under-19 cricket team. According to Conrad, the short notice given to the Vincentian authorities did not make for ideal preparation, but, and I quote, "Given the current situation around the world, it was a good feeling to get out and play cricket and had some really good competition in the series. We are lucky to have gotten away with a shared result if the truth is to be told," end of quote. Conrad said there is still a lot of things to be learnt by the young players of both teams, and he commended Cricket West Indies for going out of their way to make sure that this tour did take place. Batting legend Desmond Haynes has been appointed the new men's chairman of selectors on a 2.5-year contract as Cricket West Indies' overhaul of its selection system continued in the wake of last October's 2020 World Cup fiasco. The 65-year-old, who featured in 116 tests and 238 one-day internationals between 1978 and 1994, and who in the past served as batting consultant to the men's squad, replaces Roger Harper, who was sacked last month. While CWI did not name the other members of the panel, President Ricky Skerritt hailed the appointment of Haynes as the right man for the job. CWI subsequently initiated a review of the selection criteria and policy, resulting in the ouster of the selection panel, but for the exception of head coach Phil Simmons, who was appointed interim chief selector and oversaw the squads for the Ireland and England white ball series later this month. Johnny Barstow scored England's first century of the series as the tourists staged a fight back after a torrid start to the 3rd day of the 4th Ashes Test on Friday. But Australia remained in command with a lead of 158 at the close of play. Barstow's gusty 103 not out helped his side to 258 for 7 in reply to Australia's 416 for 8 declared. A position that looked highly unlikely when England limped battered and bruised to lunch on 36 for 4. The 32-year-old steadied the innings in a 128-run partnership with Ben Stokes for the 5th wicket and continued to defy the Australian bowlers when the all-rounder departed for 66. The Expo 2020 Dubai Run is back by popular demand, giving participants the opportunity to experience the incredible route past hundreds of international booths, including the Grenada Pavilion. The event on January 22nd will once again feature 3 kilometers, 5 kilometers, and 10 kilometers distances and is open to people of all ages and abilities. All participants will receive 3 free Expo tickets for the run day. And that's it for this evening's sports. I am Donella Hostin.
The latest sporting highlights here for you, of course, and so the public forecast information and a recap of the headlines are right after the break.
MTV Weather is brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments. Stay safe. Grenlec, we are united even when we are apart.
It is the start of what's going to be a lovely weekend, and with a Friday night and the weekend's weather forecast and meteorologist Wayne Williams. Good evening, viewers. Drier air over the Eastern Caribbean brought generally sunny conditions, a touch of clouds from St. Vincent northwards, 1 or 2 very brief showers in the Leeward Islands. No major features are in the Atlantic at the moment, of course, as we welcome the start of the dry season, but an area of slight haze and some clouds that is approaching the islands could bring a reduced visibility, with some slight haze reaching here maybe by Sunday, and a slight increase in cloudiness mostly in the nighttime. But right now, only small, shallow patches of clouds approaching the islands. Those, as I said, could bring some showers in the nighttime and mostly in inland areas. No major concern there at all. Tonight, Friday night, clear and cool conditions would continue. Just about a 20% chance of 1 or 2 brief inland sprinkles. They would be very brief and very light. Winds will be northeasterly between 10 and 20 miles per hour. The minimum temperature, most places around 22, but in hilly and inland areas it could fall to around 21, maybe even a little bit cooler. The moon rose this morning at 10:43 and it's going to set tonight at 10:54. Saturday's weather is expected to be generally fair, just a few patches of those small patches of those clouds moving through, but conditions would remain fair. Northeasterly winds 12 to 24 miles per hour. Choppy seas, so do exercise caution if you have to venture far from port. Waves will measure between 5 and 8 feet in open waters. The sun is going to rise at 6:29 and set at 5:57. It's going to be hot, high of 33, will feel like 37. When Sunday rolls around, we could be seeing some haze also coming in. Fair conditions would continue, fair and windy. About a 20 to 30% chance of 1 or 2 brief showers, mostly in the early morning. The winds would remain northeasterly between 12 and 24 miles per hour. Seas still choppy, 6 to 8 foot waves. Sunrise this time is at 6:30, sunset 5:58. Could be a touch hotter, 34 will feel more like 38. For the remainder of the work week through to next Sunday, generally fair conditions up to about Wednesday, 30% chance of showers, but it's going to be hot. A high of 34 can be expected in the nighttime. The min will fall still to around 22, but feeling cooler in inland hilly areas. Mostly fair conditions from Thursday, possible slight increase in cloudiness from Sunday onwards. That's it for me for this week, folks. Have yourself a great night, a safe and an enjoyable weekend, and join me again on Monday.
MTV Weather was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
And now to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Teachers to return to school from Monday, with safety being their watchword. A St. Andrew man has been charged for stealing from the General Hospital. Remedial work is being executed on the Grenville Magistrates Court. And in sport, Desmond Haynes appointed lead selector for Cricket West Indies until 2024. And so it's on behalf of the news and production departments that I'm Tony Julian. We all thank you for having viewed, and we wish you a safe and productive weekend. Do remember to wear masks, practice social distancing, sanitize, and follow all COVID-19 protocol as we continue to protect ourselves and our loved ones from COVID-19. Again, do have a blessed weekend.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one little ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money bag symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Pick 3 Evening Draw for today, Friday, January 7th, 2022. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that the show is conducted in a fair and accountable manner. The game balls with industry standards and no ways tampered with. The same with tickets ready. It's Daily Pick 3. It pays to play. Good luck. First up for this evening is check your tickets in the meantime. First number is 7. Second number is also 7. Third and final number. Final number is 2. Let's recap those numbers. Numbers on the screen. First number is 7. The second, 7. Third and final is 2. So that's 7, 7, and 2. Congratulations, all winners. Stay tuned, get a daily cash will drop next. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Daily Cash 4 Evening Draw for today, Friday, January 7th, 2022. I am Anisha Charles. With me once again is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that the show is conducted in a fair and accountable manner. The game balls with industry standards and in no way tampered with. This time, with tickets at hand, it's Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Let's find out what this evening's winning numbers will be. Good luck. First number this evening is, check your tickets in the meantime. First number up is 8, second number. Second number is 2, third number up. Third number is 9, fourth and final number. Final number is 1. Let's recap those numbers. Who's on the screen? Check your tickets. First number up is 8. The second, 2, third and 9. Fourth and final is 1. So that's 8, 2, 9, and 1. Congratulations, all winners. Stay tuned, get a play drop next. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Playway Evening Draw for today, Friday, January 7th, 2022. I am Anisha Charles. With me again is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in an accountable manner, the game balls with industry standards and in a way stamped with. Let's play Playway, value your dreams on your way. Good luck. This evening's winning Playway number is, check your tickets in the meantime. This evening's winning Playway number is 29. Let's recap the number, 2929. 29 represents dream symbol sickness. Congratulations, all the winners of this evening's Playway draw. Tune in later on for the Lotto draw. This evening playing for a jackpot of $58,000. We'll see you then.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one little ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
A pleasant evening to everyone. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Draw number 3309 for today, Friday, January 7th, 2022. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in an accountable manner. The game balls with industry standards and in a way stamped with. At this time, sure tickets at hand because you're about to play for a jackpot of $58,000. But first, your free ticket letter. Good luck. This evening's free ticket letter is N. This evening's free ticket letter is M as in money. M as in money. Let's proceed for 5 winning numbers. Good luck. First number for this evening is, check your tickets in the meantime. First number up is 9, second number. Second number is 27, third number up. Third number is 15, followed by 34, fifth and final number. Final number is 8. Let's recount those numbers. Check your tickets. First number up is 9. The second, 27. Third, 15. Followed by 34. Fifth and final is 8. So that's 099 27 27 15 15 3434 and 088. Your free-ticket letter for this evening is M as in money. Congratulations to all the winners of this evening's Lotto draw. Lotto, play and win a lot. When you play all the games of the National Lotteries Authority, support sports, culture, and the nation building. Thanks for joining us. Have a fantastic weekend.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one later ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Maximize your advertising dollar. Admire your growth. Only with MTV, Magic FM, and the Grenada Informer. Contact our marketing department on 440-8171 or 444-1413.
Lyndon Hagley of Laborie St. George died on Saturday, 11th December 2021 at the age of 48. He was the husband of Tina Jones, son of Vernice Maureen, father of Livion Jones and Melanie Phillip, brother of Joanne Hagley, Rachel Hagley Joseph, Shondell Cornwall in Canada, Wendell Cornwall, Andy Aird, Cheryl McSween, Devon Rubin and Kellen Rubin, grandfather of Leon Drakes. Friends and relatives Joshua, Shantae, Lashona, Deidre, Ruel, Cameron, Jadon, Neymar, Darshini, Joy, Natalie, Andy, Dexter, Janice, Alma, Lauren, Hubert, Costlin, Dr. Verna and Gemma Bean, Byron, Nad, Roll Maureen, Angelino, Dr. Dolan Noel, Sam, Lisa, Miss Lyris, Victor, Stephen, Patrick, Garvin, Sandra, Sally Ann and Kelly. Aunts and uncles in Grenada and abroad, the Maureen family of St. David, the Hagley family of St. David and St. George, the Cornwall family in Grenada and abroad, the Bain family in Grenada and abroad, the Stephen family and the Hunt family in the USA. Jehovah's Witnesses, customers and friends of St. Paul's, Laborie, Hopevale and Deha. The funeral service and interment of the late Lyndon Hagley of Laborie St. George will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Dillian Miguel Chad McMillan, also known as Fat Boy and Temptation, of Latente St. David, passed away on Tuesday 21st December 2021 at the age of 28. He was the son of Junior and Jesse Sparks, father of Ava, brother of Dellen Braffett, Dendianne and Delisa McMillan, and Jade Cadu, grandson of Rupert and Yvonne Sparks, uncle of Deshawn, Sky, Usain, Angel, Timothy and Judelle, brother-in-law of Jude Vincent, nephew of Joycey, Vassie, Cynthia, Glennie, Denise, Abigail, Allison, Beverly, Glenna, Dale Caliste, Lucy Jakes, Teresa, Betty, Angus, Matthew, Bertrand, and Alistair. Many cousins including Ignatius in the United Kingdom, Lizette in Canada, Deslin, Alyssa, and Aria. Best friend Dean Benjamin. Many close friends and family including Kevin, Annette, Manisha, Bucky, Wattiway, Lil Natty and Thunder, Build the Vibes, Kanisha, Orchid, The Boys at Lataunt Junction, Alban Sparks in Barbados, the Edwards family, the Thomas and Sparks families of Lataunt, Lauren Brizan and family, the Ireland family of Tivoli, the management and staff of Nawassa, the staff of Clare Harbour, members of the Jehovah's Witnesses faith, and friends and neighbours of Lataunt and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Dillian Meagle Chad Macmillan, also known as Fat Boy and Temptation, of Lataunt St. David, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Veronica Winifred Collins, also known as Winifred Andrew, of Mount Royal, Carriacou, passed away on Saturday 25th December 2021 at the age of 68. She was the mother of Royston Thomas, Indira and Imran Andrew, all in the USA, Desiree, Wendy, Livingston and Akibo Andrew in Carriacou, grandmother of Cayenne Antonio, Shanice Arthur, Akim Andrew in the USA, Kashila, Allert, Nasri, Suarez, Amaris, Liam and Ava Andrew, sister of Flora and Loretta Modeste, Daphne Joseph and Mary in the UK, Peter Collins in the USA, Maxie and Nikki in the UK, mother-in-law of Natasha Andrew and Alison Antonio in the USA, aunt of many including Jashaka, Kira, Annette, Oscar, Roger and Stephen Andrew, Aaliyah and Ziana Lewis, Cardin and Vicklin, and many others too numerous to mention. Other relatives and friends including the Collins and Andrew families of Mount Royal and Top Hill, Victoria Jones and family, Sylvia Coy and family, Neil Charles, Mislyn Montrose, Joyce Lendor, Rudolph Ray, Marlene Thomas, Phyllis Mathurin, Roland Engine Joseph, Louise George and members of the Spiritual Baptist community in Carriacou, neighbours of Mount Royal and Top Hill, and surrounding areas too numerous to mention. The funeral of the late Veronica Winifred Collins, also known as Winifred Andrew, of Mount Royal Carriacou, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Adrian Cleophas Smart, also known as Butu, of Molinare St. George, passed away on Tuesday 28th December 2021 at the age of 65. Left to mourn his father Cleophas Augustus Edwards, close and dear friend Claudine Nicholas, children Rowan and Wendell Nicholas and Sheena Muriel Joseph, grandchildren Rayon, Ruel, Aria, Adele, Ariel, Aidan and Diwan, brothers Godwin Smart and Christopher Edwards, aunts and uncles Gloria, Anjo, Humphrey, Teresa and Harrington, daughters-in-law Riccadonna and Anika, son-in-law Dellen, niece and nephews Nikki, Shane and Kishorn, close friends Rolda, Mello, Zach, Raj and Patrick, many other relatives and friends including the Nicholas family of Molinare, the Ferguson family, the Harris, Henry and Modeste families, the Murrell family of New Hampshire, the Edwards family of Coast Guard, the Burrows family, the Seamen and Waterfront Workers Union, and friends and neighbours of Molinare, Happy Hill, Grand Mall and surrounding areas. The funeral service and interment of the late Adrian Cleophas Smart, also known as Butu, of Molinare St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. George Everell John, also known as Happy, of Douglaston St. John, who resided at Happy Hill St. George, passed away on Thursday 16th December 2021 at the age of 63. He was the father of Neva Lewis, Kellon Charles, also known as Smalley, Kellon Thomas, and Satira Frederick, also known as Cutie, grandfather of Danica, Tanila, Trevon, Dexton, Shermia and Brittany Lewis, Dania Frederick, Xavier and Jahrel Noel, great-grandfather of Daniel and Kimo Lewis, brother of Stephen John, Michael John, also known as Bug, Devon and Francis John, Brenda John Collins and Cassandra John. Brother-in-law of Evelyn Collins. Nephew of Jermaine Cato, Patrice and Frederick John. Uncle of Indra and Jamie John, Christelle Jeffrey, Jade Duncan, Avelle Collins, Aria and Ariel John, Dwayne John, Wayne Bobby John, Michonne Duncan, Emon John and Caleb Sanderson. Grand uncle of Rihanna John, Talisha Francis and Deshaun Henry. Cousin of Naya Joseph. Many other relatives and friends including Zach Smith and family, George Roberts, Wendy John and family, the Richardson family, Wayne Waggy T. Redhead, Ernest Benjamin and family, the Charles family of Grenville, Jason Stanisclaus, Ray Roberts, members of the Grenada Table Tennis Association, John Branch, the Peters and Collins families, Lucia Lewis, and friends and neighbors of Wove and Happy Hill. The funeral of the late George Everall John, also known as Happy, of Douglaston St. John, who resided at Happy Hill St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Sean McKee, also known as Plucky, of St. Jules Street, St. George's, passed away on Saturday, 18th December 2021, at the age of 41. He was the son of Ewart McBurney in Canada and Yvette Noel, grandson of Cynthia McBurney in the USA, grandnephew of Edith McBurney, stepson of Fred Noel and Margaret McBurney in Canada, brother of Gwendolyn Bartholomew, Judah Mugler Westwood, Dean and Devon McKee in the USA, Keisha and Courtney McBurney in Canada, and Dakota McKee in Germany. Adopted brother of Latoya Anderson. Nephew of Yolande Williams, Pamela Jeremiah, Anthea, Ralph and Michael, Alva McKee, Mervyn Haynes, Johnny, Peter and George Francis, and Sheridan McBurney in England, Stephen McBurney and Emmanuel Williams in the USA. Uncle of Nigel, Devontae and Trey McKee. Brother-in-law of Eudine Charles. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Parshawn Haynes, Kia Williams, Elisha Edwards, Kendon and Kieran Bernard, Denise, Danielle and Kenneth Patrice, Jill Louison, Jenny Francis, Stephanie Bascom, Jamon Cox, Bradley and Louise McBurney, Perron Johnson and family, Jasmine Ferguson and family, Marion Donald and family, Kareem Salhab and family, Bernadine Charles and family, Rosalind Morris and family, Monique Hodges and family, Joyce Phillip and Barbara Bell, the Roberts, Williams, Hood and Redhead families of River Road, the Celestine family of Laborie, Mary Duncan, Suzanne Henry, the Grant family of Lucas Street, Miss Elvira, Yellow, Sparrow and the boys on Cemetery Hill and Four Roads, the management and staff of George F. Huggins Distribution Center, and friends and neighbors of Jubilee Street, Cemetery Hill, Williamson Road, and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Sean McKee, also known as Plucky, of St. Jules Street, St. George's, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Bernadette Rona Superville of New Hampshire St. George, who resided in Canada, passed away on Monday, 22nd November 2021, at the age of 70. She was the wife of Harold Paul, mother of Avian, Margaret, Ronald, and Dornette Superville, grandmother of Greg, Clint, Brittany, Carl, Gabriel, Malcolm, Jada, Trey, Tyrell, Aria, Sierra, Tristan, Ricardo, Nia, and Christopher, great-grandmother of 7, sister of Alfonso Santa Charles, Leroy Bull Lecrette, Christopher, also known as Jeffrey, Roosevelt, also known as Woozy, Byron, also known as Nancy, Clement, also known as Tredo, Valerie, Ian and Richard Lecrette, Brian Ford, Morris Bull Williams, and Maria Bell. Aunt of many, including Garfield, Maria, Lisa, Shermian, Cassandra, Deandra, Sonita, and Ronnie. Sister-in-law of Selma Charles, Lydia Superville, and Evelyn Brightus Thomas. Cousin of many, including Lorna Charles, Tiny Samuel, Catherine Superville, Sonia Hector, Bryna, and Vera Aline. Other relatives and close friends, including the Superville family of New Hampshire, Brazan, and in Trinidad, the Lacrette family of River Road, the Charles, Cooper, Telesford, Frank, Roberts, and Bartholomew families of New Hampshire, the Haynes family of Cotton Bailey, the Batiste family of Willis, Anthony Isaac, Babsy, Peter, Ingrid, Veron Lewis Marshall, the Samuel family of Belmont, Carol Hyacinth, Evelyn Purcell and family, neighbours and friends of New Hampshire and surrounding areas in Trinidad, Canada, and the USA. The funeral of the late Bernadette Rona Superville of New Hampshire, who resided in Canada, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Royston Ashley Theophilus James, also known as Meringue of Paddock St. George's, died on December 20th, 2021, at the age of 63. He was the brother of Reverend Dr. Leslie R. James, residing in Indiana, USA, Vaughn James, Minister Stephanie James Alban, residing in New York, USA, Peggy Boyd, Sandra James, residing in Toronto, and Teresa Fleming, residing in Trinidad and Tobago. Uncle of Ryan and Jonathan Boyd, Jody Francis, Stephel Alban, Leslie Ann, Vaughnell, Robert and Gemini James. Great-grand-uncle of 11, brother-in-law of Sidney Boyd, Caroline James, Hallman Alban, and Elliot Fleming. Close friends Alvin Clouden, Douglas Hood, and Clement Noel. Many other family and friends, including the Alexis James family of Mount Airy St. Paul's, the Findlay family of Springs, Gloria Payne Banfield, the Lahey Constantine family of the Carenage, Miss Madeline Batiste, and neighbours and friends of Paddock, home and abroad. The funeral service and interment of the late Royston Ashley Theophilus James, also known as Meringue of Paddock St. George's, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Raymond Thomas, also known as Mouseman, of Mount Gay St. George, passed away on Monday 27th December 2021 at the age of 45. He was the son of Ena Thomas, brother of Wendy Thomas Frank in the USA and Ray Thomas in Grenada, uncle of Denisha and Nisha Frank, Dennis Frank Jr., and Raisha Thomas, nephew of Youthlyn Mitchell and Ruth Telesford, brother-in-law of Dennis. Other relatives and friends, including Lenny Anthony, May Wayne, the Frank family of Carriacou, and friends and relatives of Mount Gay, St. George, La Poterie, and Ladigue St. Andrew, in the USA, Canada, England, Barbados, and Trinidad. The funeral of the late Raymond Thomas, also known as Mouseman of Mount Gay, St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Cyril Oliver Martin Duncan of Old Westerhold, St. David, passed away on Tuesday, 28th December 2021, at the age of 94. He was the husband of Annie Joyce Duncan. Children Cecil, Stephanie, Glenda, Yoland, Carol, and Hensley. Grandchildren Devon, Devonay, Danny, Matthew, Andrew, Nathan, Samantha, Heather, Alex, Malcolm, Joshua, Sarah, and Gary. Sons and daughters-in-law, Terence Wright, Lawrence George, Joseph Moorman, Kenrick Patris, David Belashthi, Vernet Duncan, and Joan Duncan. Many nieces and nephews, including Adrian Alexander, William Shares, Greta Shares Wright, Christopher Shares, Richard Duncan, Brian Hurst, Philip Gittins, Ivan Duncan, Betty, Anthony, and Judy Backer. Caregivers Angelus Regis and Stacey Ann Harris. Other relatives and friends, including Jasmine Redhead, Eura St. Bernard, Annie Bain and family, the Honourable Yewland Bain Horsford and family, Joan Griffith and family, Julian and Helen Emanuel and family, Mr. and Mrs. Jim Sen and family, Nola Ned and family, Dunbar de la Moth and family, Evelyn and Joyce Snack, the Duncan, Shares, Patris, Gittins, Salem and Connaught families, Father Roland Mark and family, the parishioners of St. Paul's and St. David's Anglican Churches, and the community of Old Westerhall. The funeral of the late Cyril Oliver Martin Duncan of Old Westerhall St. David will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Kevin Kunter Matheson, also known as Georgie, of 6 Roads Carriacou, passed away on Monday 3rd January 2022 at the age of 69. He was the son of John and Millicent Matheson, father of Jay and Nia Matheson, Kimo Pear, Francine Clement, Kiva and Kavina Matheson, brother of Donald, Christine, Phyllis, Augustine, Enid Matheson Thomas, Appella Joseph and Frankie Matheson, grandfather of 9, great-grandfather of 1, uncle of 35, grand-uncle of 43. Many other relatives and friends, including his wife, Edel Matheson, Gemma Pear, Pamela Patrice, and many friends and extended family. The funeral service and interment of the late Kevin Kunter Matheson, also known as Georgie, of 6 Roads Carriacou, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Germaine and Patricia Francis Noel, also known as Sister G, of Vendham St. George, who resided at Caruth St. Andrew, passed away on Friday 7th January 2022 at the age of 91. The funeral arrangements for the late Germaine and Patricia Francis Noel, also known as Sister G, of Vendham St. George, who resided at Caruth St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Sakalai Glean of Wharf St. John, who resided at Palmeast St. John, passed away on Tuesday 21st December 2021 at the age of 89. The funeral arrangements for the late Sakalai Glean of Wharf St. John, who resided at Palmeast St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Laventon David Edwards, also known as Flevy and Elbow Grease, of New Hampshire St. George, died on November 29, 2021 in Brooklyn, New York, USA, at the age of 74. The funeral arrangements for the late Laventon David Edwards, also known as Flevy and Elbow Grease, of New Hampshire St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Joseph Findlay Tavernier, also known as Jojo, Moyi and One Love, of Edward Street, Grove, St. John, passed away on Friday, December 31st, 2021, at the age of 70. The funeral arrangements for the late Joseph Findlay Tavernier, also known as Jojo, Moyi and One Love, of Edward Street, Grove, St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Teresa Velda Fleury, also known as Mama, and Velda Alexis, of Prospect Hall, Carriacou, passed away on Tuesday, 7th December 2021, at the age of 80. The funeral arrangements for the late Teresa Velda Fleury, also known as Mama, and Velda Alexis of Prospect Hall, Carriacou, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
The Bible, this book, familiar to every person on the face of the earth today, gives us directions for our life. When death comes, there is great sorrow to the family and friends and loved ones of the one that has passed on. But if we put our trust in the Lord Jesus Christ and we follow the instructions of this book, we know we will meet again. We don't take it lightly. We don't take it for granted. There must be a decision, because without a decision, the decision is made to be separated from God. So put your trust in the Lord. Believe. The thief on the cross said, Lord, consider me. And Jesus said, today you would be with me this very hour. And they died together. So put your trust in the Lord, and God bless you during your time of grief and bereavement. Put your trust in the Lord.
When a loved one